Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back for some more Total War Warhammer 2, and in today's video we are going to take a look at yet another faction, something that is quite different from the other ones actually. It's the Boyz, the Greenskins, and well, this is going to be a bit of an unfair fight, but it is some infighting as well, which could make it interesting. I definitely wanted to show you guys my main guy, my boss here. He's actually super powerful. He also has some black orcs, which are quite strong. Then we're gonna put some infantry on the two sides here. And then we're just gonna put our little weaklings on one side. The others over here. My ranged boys, they can form a line behind my infantry. And then we have some catapults as well, which is actually quite entertaining when it comes to our orcs. Now, the enemy, these are just some local guys that that try to rebel. That's something that I think happens quite often, but they decided to do so close to one of my cities, so we actually have some reinforcements coming in as well. But let's first of all take a look at these catapults, because they actually load up some goblins who just can't wait to get at the enemy, and then they're launched right off towards the enemy. That is just so crazy. That is definitely the orc way of doing things, the greenskin way of doing things. And so here we'll have an artillery battle where they are they throwing rocks at us? I think they might be these guys. Yeah, these guys are throwing rocks at us. We're throwing goblins right back. Look at them all the way up there. And then trying to land on their targets. They just suicide diving. That's kind of crazy. Definitely pretty damn fun. In the meantime, my reinforcements have come in, so we're gonna send them after that cavalry. These guys are gonna form a defensive barrier to protect against their cavalry. They have some, in my opinion, really cool units. Look at that. Goblins on spiders. I think that is very cool. And I'm actually surprised at how much fun these guys are at the moment. So here now we have a little bit of a fight against those spiders. But I think if we send in our cavalry as well, then that'll be okay. And basically the weaker part of them, so far at least, is going to be their range. They don't have a lot of ammo, they don't have great range, but they will still work. They'll still do quite a bit of damage. Of course, what they're known for is this, the desperate or the fanatical rushes into the enemies, no matter the amount of them that there are. And then I wanted to show you guys my big boss. So we're actually going to take a look at him. Look at that. This guy does crazy melee damage. Now here they're going up against some of these little spear guys. Half a dozen of them blown away by a single blow. That is pretty cool. But that's the real target. The enemy boss, I think, is going to be like a caster. Oh, in the meantime, looks like he upgraded a little bit because he's got some buffing abilities. So let's get on the enemy caster. A little goblin overlord. And let's see if we can dish out some real damage. You'll see this guy just walks in with his two-handed axe. That is pretty cool. He's getting there, so we're gonna give him full buffs. He's now unstoppable. And then there goes the fight. Zap. Look at this HP. Look at that. His morale is gone already. Look at that. 2 hits. He's down to a quarter or a third HP or something like that. He's already running away. That is the power of this orc leader with his two-handed axe. He is crazy strong. He's still charging up behind the enemy leader who has given up. We're gonna give him who actually caught up with him. It would be good if we could bash this guy's skull in so he doesn't come back. Yeah, looks like he's going to run away. In the meantime, we do still have a couple of them, of these smaller greenskins with spears that are finally running away as well. And then over here, of course, the ranged battle. Let's see if we can put these guys on that, these guys on that. And now my leader, who is going to bash some more skulls in. So yeah, the greenskins definitely look to have some interesting and unique abilities. Actually pretty well rounded as well. Lots of cavalry, lots of interesting, pretty unique stuff. Ooh, and they're gonna try again. That means that we can try to continue our duel here. Let's just send him in. Let's see if we can get that kill. In the meantime, my reinforcements are coming over here as well, and those guys have actually been doing some damage. Yeah, they actually... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They've actually been doing quite a bit of damage. So these little spiderlings, spider riders, I think that they are pretty cool. Now they're going after my main force, so this time they'll be caught out. And here, one more blow, I think, is what's been dealt. And so this guy's running away again. Look at this poor little goblin running away from my massive orc leader. That's pretty cool. They're still not completely giving up, so that's still there ranged. Being a little bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah, these poor spiders have been caught out now in the middle of my wog. So, not good news for them. They'll give up quite soon. And then I think we can try to basically counter that range with my range. In the meantime, he's being chased right off the field. Let's see if we can give him another target. Oh, maybe we can actually have him bash the enemy artillery that is still throwing rocks at us. Let's see how that works. Are they even doing so? Yep. Oh no, now they're gonna... I think they see who's coming. So they're kinda deciding, should we keep throwing the rocks? Because our boss won't be happy if we stop. But then just look at this guy running towards us. Yep, there they go. Still throwing some rocks at us. Now, let's see. This ought to be quite deadly. There you go. Siege weapon down in a single blast. That's pretty good. Right in the middle of them. Oh, there's still some animation problems here when he's going up against these guys on his own. Ah, there we go. I want to see that axe drop. I want to see all those goblins die. And they already gave up after just a couple of blows as well. My army here is doing quite okay. And we basically just have a little bit more that needs to be chased off the field. There we go. They are already broken as well. This is quite amazing, actually. The orcs have this boss. Not even sure what his name is. Can we see that? Yep, Grimgore Ironhide. That is basically an enemy hero and an enemy lord's killer. He really does so much damage that he can kill them in a couple of hits. And the dwarves have one as well. I'm not sure what his name is, but a red-headed dwarf who can actually buff himself into a frenzy, debuff the enemy, take off some armor, and then really also hit very hard with a two-handed weapon. And that means that these guys got a little bit of a rest. We have a nice victory, and then we're gonna end this battle. Yeah, the Greenskins, very interesting faction so far. I'll show you guys what the start is like as well. They have some quite different attributes and things to think about. For instance, they have something called the Wag, which after you destroy enough enemies or you get enough victories, basically you do enough stuff, it just spawns a completely separate army that either follows your main army or that you can give targets to. Now, I ran them into a well-defended city to try and soften those guys up a little bit, and they got completely destroyed, so they basically keep going until the end. We're gonna grab the gold for this. And he's actually running away. That bastard still needs to die. Still has actually some army left, but looks like I can chase him. So let's go after that. And you can see here as well that if you don't fight enough, let's just auto-resolve that. That usually gives us 100% kill. So that's good. Then we'll eat our enemies to replenish our forces. We gained a talisman as well, and we can make him even stronger, I think. Well, we took Wound Maker. So, let's see. I of course also built him like that, right? I gave him everything I could possibly find that increased his melee damage. Leadership +6, armor +7. So now we could make him a bit tankier, or we could grab Devastating Charge, but I'm not sure if he actually has anything like that. I like to send him in, so we're just gonna give him better defenses as well. This is where we started, and we have been conquering down here a little bit, fighting orcs, fighting dwarves. That's of course our favorite pastime, as long as we get to bash something It's all good. Economy-wise, they don't feel too strong, but I have been able to build up a second army as well. So I think that we're gonna start moving up here with these guys. Let's go like that. And yeah, they have this sort of fightiness mechanic, which if they don't do anything for too long, basically they start to fight amongst themselves, and then you can stop that by well, killing all those that are in unrest. But so these armies can actually damage themselves quite a little bit, and they have very interesting units. So let's see here, this army, can I still do that quest? Would be nice to have. Yes, we can. All right. Let's teleport for the early quest. You can see, ooh, well, decent amount of dwarfs. So this ought to be somewhat interesting. Let's go. Let's do a second fight here against our mortal enemies, the stout little people, which are actually a favorite of some of you viewers. I think that they are pretty damn cool, but of course the orcs, well, they're pretty cool as well. They've got some very special attributes to them, like throwing goblins at their enemies to do damage. So let's see how this works out here. We're basically waiting in ambush.
Time for a rock, I say. I'm going to enjoy pulling these beers from their chins. First, though, we need to break their big guns. That's just cheating. I want some boys on that straight away. Stop their artillery from shooting, and we get more time scrapping. Just as Morg likes it. What, you know, just because they're short, don't mean one or two of them ain't handy with their own choppers. They like fighting underground, but so do we. Ask any ratman under Mountain Red Eye. Right, boys, that's the plan. Immortals, get your choppers out. This one's gonna be fun.
And there we go. So we actually ambushed them, I think. And we just straight up, yep, start the battle. You can't do too much. Except I am going to make sure that those guys don't run away. Now my cavalry is actually at the right side. So that's nice. We'll send those right after the enemy artillery. And we're just gonna move our army up a little bit. Actually, that's not a very good move. Let's see if we can do this. And then send my main guy on their hero. That could be good. And then here we'll just make a big line of defenders. Maybe I should actually hold on just a little bit, because the enemy might just rush in. And if they go in too quickly, that might be a problem. Anything that speeds him up. Yep, plus speed. Go, go. Attack that. And somehow... Oh, okay. My archers are also normally gonna start to fire back. So I actually like to use ranged against ranged. And those guys are already going after my cavalry. So we're gonna charge in at this point, and these guys are going to move in on that side so that they have an easy time going after that. And now let's take a look at my orc boss again. Let's see how much damage he can do. Should definitely buff him up as much as possible. Here comes the one of I... Oh my god, that's so much damage. That is so much damage against, well, what ought to be a pretty defensive hero. He's already halfway dead. He's already wavering. Hit him again. He's already small. Just make him a little smaller. Doesn't look like that was too good a hit. In the meantime, my ranged guys need to switch to these ranged guys. My cavalry is doing good work here. That's awesome. And yeah, the fight across the line is up. The orcs are attacking the dwarves. This is pretty cool. The enemy hero is already running away. Haha. Cowards. His troops won't be happy with that. We're gonna make sure that that artillery is broken. Then we might try to break these guys first as well. And he's stopping with his wavering. But this is definitely the orc way. What I also like on the campaign for the orcs, because you have to keep fighting, I'm completely not inclined to go find allies or anything like that, or make treaties. We're there to fight. We're there to just keep fighting no matter what we encounter. And yeah, you can easily do that with these orcs, with these greenskins. Alright, enemy helicopters coming. Or gyrocopters. That's gonna cost us a little bit. It's just gonna enrage most of my guys, and luckily we have some ranged boys as well to fire after them. So that's... Ooh. Man, the dwarves have some cool toys as well. What about my artillery is not here. Oh, it's been completely decimated. Okay, interesting. Gonna have to replace that. Let's keep fighting for now, and then let's have my cavalry not run into their hero. Go this way and then that way. That's good. He's gonna turn around while most of his melee is already slowly breaking. Could definitely put these guys in better places to speed this up. Hey, come on guys, get a move on it. Gyrocopters going after my ranged guys actually. Let's see. Yeah, try to grab those guys then. Meantime, their archers have been overrun. That is pretty good. And yeah, looks like they have a lot of ammo actually. So good thing that I've got a decent amount of ranged boys available here. Then my cavalry will retreat now that those guys look broken. And then let's see if we can get in on that one-on-one while he's still dishing out. And look at his defenses as well. He hardly took any damage. And when he swings his axe, that does hurt quite a lot. Sending the cavalry. Most of those gyrocopters are now retreating. Let's go after that one. Well, they're fun little toys. Are retreating. Well, the dwarves have stuff like this. Look at all the bombs hanging underneath here. Now he's being peppered by my arrows. But we've got the spiders, we've got the wolf riders. So really, the greenskins have some pretty fun toys as well. And in the meantime, there we go. Bash his skull in. Keep going. One more rush. Oh, such a good hit. He's down and out for the count on that final axe swing. The dwarves are giving up as well. And there you go guys, that was a first look at the Greenskins in Total War Warhammer 2. Definitely looks like a very fun faction as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.